This is Michelle, and you're listening to Words with Michelle, the podcast, a show where I sit down and have conversations with influencers on a range of topics, anything from natural hair, employment, discrimination, food, relationships, and everything in between. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you want to send me an email, hit me up at michelle@wordsmichelle.com. So I'm a couple of episodes in, and I think it's about time to do an About Me episode. I wanted to do it for the longest time before I launched the podcast, but honestly, I found it really difficult talking about myself. But I thought to push through the discomfort and just do it. So this is a bit about me. In case you don't know, my name is Michelle Joseph, and I live in Toronto, Canada. The six, baby. I am a writer, a blogger, and now podcaster. I've always loved writing, from the moment I composed cheesy poetry as a shy teenager to starting my own zine, website, and blogs. For those who don't know what a zine is, it's an independent magazine. Well, currently I publish a blog called Words with Michelle, which I've been doing for the past 5 years. It is an interview-based blog. I mainly feature people of color. I decided to shine a light on people who weren't getting attention and praise that they deserve. The people that I have interviewed, they're a source of inspiration, not just for me, but for my audience. I've had the pleasure of interviewing a wide range of people. Some have included Tracy Moore, talk show host Queen, Roger Mooking, Food Network judge and chef, as well as ex-member of Parliament, Selena Caesar Chavain. So you're probably wondering why I started this podcast. To be quite honest, I really needed a change. I love blogging, but I really wanted a challenge. I was getting a bit bored. I love my blog. It's my baby. But I felt it was getting too easy just creating an interview. I wanted to do something that would challenge me and then to step out of my comfort zone. I've been asked many times to start a podcast by friends, but I let my fears get in the way. I honestly didn't think that anyone would be interested. I didn't think anyone would tune in. I was just plain scared, so I kind of decided against it and just continued with the blog. But as of last year, I decided, no, it's time to do the podcast. So I took it kind of out of my mind, like I said, and I realized that I did have a built-in audience. People would tune in because I have people from my blog who read my blog on the regular, so they would tune into my podcast. However, my blog and podcast are two different things. The blog is mainly interview-based. I conduct an interview with someone that is inspirational and motivational. And with the podcast, it is completely topic based. I meet with or speak with a Toronto influencer or a friend or anyone, and we pick a topic and we talk about it. For example, the first episode that I had was natural hair in the workplace. The second one was getting started on your goals, and the next one will be about mental health awareness in the workplace. So I take topics and speak with experts in the field, and we discuss it. Not all my topics are that deep, mind you. Sometimes I can talk about less serious things like stuff in social media and so forth. So that's why I call the program Words with Michelle. I wanted to continue with the branding, and I wanted my audience to have some familiarity with the program. So how's that for an about me? Do you still want more? Okay, here are a couple of random facts about me. Random fact number 1. I love traveling. I love visiting different places, experience different cultures, food, architecture. But who doesn't, right? Seriously. I've been to many places. I've been to a lot of islands. I love St. Lucia. I would go back to Barbados in a heartbeat, but to be quite honest, my favorite place on earth so far is Italy. I have such a love affair with that country. It's the food, it's the architecture, it's just a gorgeous looking country. I love that country so much that I actually took a beginner's Italian language course just so that I can speak Italian the next time that I visit. So, yes, I plan to go to Italy in the near future. Random fact number 2. I love movies from the 90s. It's my favorite decade for film. Movies like Usual Suspects, Seven, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, even Clueless. These movies had a huge impact on me. They shaped me and made me even consider becoming a filmmaker. I honestly wanted to become the female Spike Lee because of these movies. I would definitely say Goodfellas and Pulp Fiction really had me think that I wanted to be a writer-director. I fell in love with these movies. But I must note that I do love old films too. Films from the 40s were highly creative, dramatic, and innovative. They're called film noirs. Some of the films that I loved during that era were Citizen Kane, an Italian movie called Bicycle Thieves, The Best Years of Our Lives, and Spellbound. Random fact number 3. I am a foodie. I honestly don't think this is a secret. I feel like if anyone follows me on Instagram, they know that I love food. I'm always posting pictures of when I go out. I like to show pictures of what I've eaten. Yes, that can be very annoying to my guests and maybe to people even looking at my feed. But honestly, I love food and I want to share a really good meal with whoever comes on my Instagram account. One of my guilty pleasures, which really isn't that guilty because I have pure pleasure when I eat this, are donuts. Love donuts. Random fact number 4. I am a chatty person. You may have gotten that from this about me. I'd like to talk a lot. One of my coworkers from back in the day told me that I should get a job or get paid to talk because I talk a lot. I never took this as a diss or a put down because I legit talk a lot. I talk to people in the grocery store. I talk to people on the bus. Whenever I leave my house, I know for a fact I will have a conversation with someone. Random fact number 5, the last random fact. Well, I recently lost my job, which has made me the happiest woman on earth. I was getting severely burnt out, and angry, and just feeling unsatisfied with everything happening at my job. And it kind of crept into my life because I just felt so unhappy all the time. Pleasure was just taken out of everything. So with this last job, it kind of showed me that I was not cut out for that 9-to-5 life. I'm able to do it. I feel like I have the skill set, but when it really comes down to it, it doesn't make my soul sing. It doesn't make me happy. I am a writer, and I need to step into my greatness and be a full-time writer. So that's it. That's a bit about your girl. I hope that was good enough. I hope you learned a bit about more. I hope you learned a bit more about me. But if you have questions about me or the podcast, please feel free to contact me at michelle@wordswithmichelle.com. And to listen and subscribe to the podcast, you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time.